Okay, so here's another fruit review that I get my fruits from a market, and sometimes I get them at Walmart. And there's some other places around here I get some fruits. So when I see something interesting to give it a try, I'll do a review on it, and this is one of those things. So this is called the Lychee. Okay, this is the tag for it. Try to get you out of the shadow. Kind of hard to do. And here's the back of it. Okay, that's what it says. It came in a bag full of these. Now, these were sitting in my fridge for like 4 or 5 days, so they're getting a little on the old side. But I just opened one a little while ago, and it seemed to be pretty good. But this is what it looks like. This is a lychee fruit. And when you first get them and they're fresh, they crack just like an egg. They break like an egg. These shells are very hard and they crack right open. You break them just the same way you would break an egg. You doop doop doop, you open it right up. And so I got a few different ones here. And yeah, like I said, they've been in my fridge for a little while. And the shell is very hard on it, so they're not going to go bad per se, but they do get a little bit kind of, they can get a little bit of a funky taste. One of them I ate before kind of had a little bit of a funky taste. You can see it's kind of getting a little soft. Before, see, the shells are they're softer now, but when I first got them, they were hard. You could just break them just like an egg. So now they're getting a little soft, so I got to eat these up and enjoy them. So here's one right here. And we're going to take a taste test on this, but before I do, show you what you do. You break them in half. I opened this one with a knife because, like I said, the shell got a little soft on it. And I got to zoom you in. And so what happens is when you open it up, well, it folds back. And then you're left with this little fruit in here, inside the middle of it. Now, like I said, this one got a little bit old, so I don't think it went bad. The last one I had was, it was all right. It could have been a little fresher, but let's give it a bite and see what it tastes like. Like, there's a seed. They taste fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But there's a seed. We're going to take that seed out, and we're going to plant these seeds. I don't think they're going to grow, but we'll plant them anyway. It's got a very interesting flavor. Let's talk about texture first. The very texture of these things, it's very, very similar to the rambutan fruit. It's very similar. Except this fruit, it's very chewy. It's almost like eating like snail. Did you ever eat escargot? Or did you ever eat squid? It's kind of chewy and soft at the same time. It's almost kind of like eating squid, except it's very sweet, and it tastes nothing like squid. But as you can see, there's a seed in there. I'm going to eat the rest of that off and get that seed out. But when you first open these, it's very much like an egg. You know how you have your egg and there's like a skin around it? Like if you hard boil it, you can kind of peel a skin. And there's like a juice in between like a hard-boiled egg and like that skin. Well, this is kind of like a hard-boiled egg a little bit almost. It's got like a skin on it. And there's like a juice between the flesh and the shell. Okay, that's the inside of the shell, by the way. And there's a juice between there. And that juice is real sweet. If you broke enough of these open, you'd get a real good juice that would drip out of it. You could probably drink a glass of juice from this thing. But the texture of it's very strange in the mouth. It's a very strange. Let me finish this and then we're going to plant these. I'm going to get these seeds and then I planted a couple of them already outside and they didn't sprout. So I don't know. I'm not real hopeful on getting these to sprout. But as you can see, that's what the seed looks like. All right. And so It's a strange tasting fruit. As far as the taste of it goes, it's really got its own really unique flavor. It's got its own unique flavor. I can't really think of what else it would taste like. It might be like slightly citrusy, very, very slightly, and it's very sweet, and it doesn't have like a long going aftertaste to it, but it doesn't taste like apple, it doesn't taste like peach, it doesn't taste like a pear, it doesn't even really taste like rambutan. It might taste a little bit like rambutan, but it's really got its own flavor. The lychee is very unique to its own kind of flavor. It just don't really taste like anything else I've ever tasted before. So it's a very unique fruit. But I mean, I only paid $3 and I got a whole, bag full of these things. So I mean, for $3 you can't go wrong. I mean, if you see these in the store, give them a try. You'd really like them. Even though it tastes good, it wouldn't be like the first thing I would reach for if I had like a refrigerator full of fruits. It wouldn't be the first thing I would reach for, only because of the texture part of it. That's a little bit weird for me. It's kind of, like I say, it's kind of like eating squid almost or something. It's the texture part of it's like eating a flesh of some kind. Not like chicken or beef, but like squid or snail or something like that. It's just a weird texture. It doesn't really, kind of throws you off. It's a little bit like rambutan, but this is more fleshy like. It's not really rambutan. I didn't get that effect from it, but this is like flesh. You almost got to chew it like you're chewing meat or snail or something weird like that. So outside of that, I mean, they're great. I mean, if you could just get by that part of it, you ain't gonna have a problem. But here's one. I guess they grow in a tree, like 2 in 1. This one's a little old. That one's shrunken. I already squeezed it. I'm gonna get the seeds out of all of them though. Anyway, you can see how they're attached like that. Let me try to pull you out a little bit. It's a wonderful fruit. I really like them. I'm gonna try to eat as many of these as I can, and whatever's left, I'm just gonna get the seed from it, and we'll try to grow these out. I'll start a little video series on it, and we'll try to grow them out. But yeah, it's a very interesting tasting fruit. It's not like anything I could really describe. You'd have to try it. It's not awful in flavor. It tastes good. It's the meaty, fleshy, chewy thing is a little weird, but outside of that, it's a pretty fun fruit to eat. So if you see these or you come across this bag anywhere, maybe you see them in Walmart or something, give them a go. I mean, for $3 you can't go wrong. Alright, so that was just a little quick review on the lychee. What is this called anyway? Just lychee, right? Yeah, it just says lychee. Tells you how to peel it and stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you come across the lychee fruit, give it a go. I mean, you can't go wrong. Even if you pay a couple bucks extra, at least one time in your life, if you never had them, give them a go. At least then after that, you can say, well, I tried those. I know what they taste like. So, all right. So that was just a quick review on the lychee. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.